So what exactly is Kali Linux? Kali Linux, previously called Backtrack, is an operating system that contains all the tools pre-installed for us to conduct a successful penetration test. And guess what? Kali Linux is used by the bad hackers too, aka black hat hackers, which means that we will have more accurate results because we are using the same tools they use to compromise systems. Now let's open the official website of Kali Linux. At kali.org, click on the Downloads section. We can see that in the download section, we have a 32 and a 64-bit compilations of Kali. The nice thing about it is that the Kali team developed a version for ARM processors too. So we can install this monster on a Raspberry Pi, for example. I already downloaded a copy of Kali ISO for you. I'm a good guy. I don't want you to wait for that download. After the download has finished, you need to make sure that the SHA-1 checksum file was generated by Kali, not by someone else. Lucky Linux users, they already have verification tools already installed in their operating system. However, for Windows users, you will have to use a third-party freeware tool like igorware. Now let's go to their website. I already downloaded the igorware hasher application. Now let's open it and verify our checksum. Open the hasher application, click on the browse button, choose your ISO file, and then click on the calculate button. After the calculation has finished, we need to verify our checksum. Comparing the two hashes, we can see that they match. Awesome! Looks like our copy of Kali is good and clean. You can use any hypervisor to install Kali, VMware, VirtualBox, you name it. But for this demo, I will use VirtualBox to create our new Kali virtual machine. Let me open VirtualBox and close everything first. Now click on the new button at the top of the VirtualBox Manager window. In this screen, you need to enter the virtual machine name. Even though any name could be used here, keep in mind that once you have created a few virtual machines, you will appreciate if you have given your virtual machine specific names. My VM, for example, would thus be less useful than Kali VM, right? For the operating system type, choose Linux. For the version, keep the default one and click on Next. On the next page, select the memory size that VirtualBox should allocate every time the virtual machine is started. 2 GB of size should be enough for Kali to operate. Next, you must specify a virtual hard disk for your virtual machine. There are many and potentially complicated ways in which VirtualBox can provide hard disk space to a virtual machine. But the most common way is to use a large image file on your real hard disk. This file represents an entire hard disk, so you can even copy it to another host and use it with another VirtualBox installation later. Most probably, if you are using VirtualBox for the first time, you will want to create a new disk image. Hence, use the second option and click on Create. Because we are using VirtualBox, we will select the first option in the list. VirtualBox supports two types of image files. A dynamically allocated file will only grow in size when the guest actually stores data on its virtual hard disk. It will therefore initially be small on the host hard drive and only later grow to the size specified as it is filled with data. A fixed size file will immediately occupy the file specified. While occupying much more space, a fixed size file incurs less overhead and is therefore slightly faster than a dynamically allocated file. To prevent my physical hard drive from running full, I will choose the second option. I will choose 40 gig for my disk size and click on Create. As you can see, our new virtual machine has been created. You should see it in the list on the left side of the manager window. After this step, we need to change some settings by clicking on the settings button then click on the network tab select the bridged adapter. Now select the storage tab and select your ISO file. Now click on OK. Congratulations! We just finished creating our new virtual machine of Kali Linux.